Hey guys, we're going to be in Genesis chapter 11. Genesis chapter 11, let me read verse 1 and just kind of fast forward through the story a little bit. And the whole earth was of one language and one speech. Okay, so the story is that man had grown population. They were of one language. They were of one speech. They were all working together, and they decided they were going to build a tower to heaven. Now, the problem with this was not that they were trying to build something. I mean, that was just part of their makeup. I mean, God had made man to want to create and build and all of that, and that's all wonderful. But they wanted to kind of outdo God, if you will. I mean, nothing on the planet had been quite that big before, so they thought, hey, we'll just build us a tower to heaven. Their pride really got a hold of them, and so God in this story basically ends up destroying their project, confusing them in such a way that he confuses all of their languages. So we get languages, and and they certainly find that people kind of speak their own, so they understand what each other's saying as such. Ends up being languages all over the place, and it's just he stops this project in its tracks. Now, here's something that I want us to think about. Think about what was available, what was possible when they all spoke one language and they all worked together. Think about that and put it in light of what we could do for the Lord if we could stop being prideful about it. If we could stop saying, hey, it has to be about me. The tower we're building, we're so much bigger than this, and we're so much bigger than them, and we're so much bigger than them. Think about the possibilities, because God kind of showed the possibilities of what man could do if they were left, if they could be unified, and if they could build unified. But think about this: they were trying to build unified without God. Think if we tried to build unified with God. Because if it's God's will, it's God's bill. We could build, and we could build ministry. We could see a harvest unlike any other if we could all work together. If we could all work together in one language, in the sense that we are all in one accord, and we are trying to tell people about Jesus and the finished work on the cross, that we're not competing against one another. Do you know what Christians could do? Do you know what we could accomplish if it wasn't about building our personal kingdoms, our personal brand, if you will? And by that, I don't mean that we don't stand by doctrine. I don't mean that we don't stand on theology. I'm saying we can work together. I'm saying we can work together as Christians, and we can work together as Bible-believing Christians, and we can bring people to Christ. We can show them the truth, and the things that we could accomplish. I mean, literally build, construct, and be a part of, if we would work in one accord, but not just amongst ourselves, but with God as the general contractor, as God as the architect and general contractor, the one we work for. If we could all work together, man, what a project that would be. Love you guys. Bye-bye.